फिगर्स जो हम देखते हैं स्टोरेज के लिए, उनके अंदर ये फाइबर यूज होता था। लेदर से कुछ नहीं बनता है, लेकिन वो एक्चुअली में स्पेसिफिक पार्ट ऑफ ह्यूमन यानी कि एनिमल बोन, एनिमल रिमेन्स है, तो उसको एज ए स्ट्रॉन्ग फैब्रिक या फाइबर के तौर पे इसको यूज़ करते थे। जो मूंज है या बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं जैसे जूट है, वो शायद उस समय वाइडली अवेलेबल नहीं था और उतना मजबूत नहीं था, वो भी यूज़ होता था, लेकिन ये एक काफ़ी वाइडली यूज़ होता था ये। तो अभी आप देखेंगे कि ये एग्जैक्टली
So type of ash doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, that's right. And actually, the ash that is not entirely burned, so if it has some fiber inside it, it is the best. So as you can see, some kind of traditional construction site, you can see the mixture of straws and also some muds, and then you make a wall with it, right? It is called maybe like wattled off wall, as I know.
Yes.
So at that point, the straws make the texture, and they bind itself with buds, and they make some structure. So it is also happening inside these kind of adhesive glue. So if the ash has some textiles, it's okay. So some in some region like North America use some rabbit hoops. It has fiber inside. Maybe India can use cow hoops. It also has some fiber in it. So fiber is very important. And the function of beeswax is to reduce too much stickiness. Actually,
Reduce thickness of the tar.
reduce the stickiness.
Stickiness.
Because resin is very sticky.
Viscosity.
Yeah, resin is very sticky. This is the resin that I've made in Korea. And actually, you can control the ingredients to make some other types of resin glue. So some resin glue melts in low temperature. You can make some resin glue melts in high temperature. Also, you can make resin glue for gluing leathers or gluing woods to something. Also, you can make some resin glue for hafting something. So if you want to haft arrow head point to the shaft, you need a little bit not sticky thing, because if it is too sticky, it doesn't separate well, and it will be melt in low temperature. So in summer, stone just fall down
It changes
Yeah.
because of the temperature.
because of temperature. So beeswax can control the stickiness and temperature of the resin glue. So and this resin makes stickiness and the temperature, and this ash makes the texture for strength, strongness. Okay. So let's.
So what are the rough percentages of all three of them?
It is all different. So I'm gonna make resin glue for hafting because I already have for gluing. So let's make some hafting. So about 6 and 3 and 1 is okay, and you can make some little difference between each. Okay. And also, it's better to collect raw resin from pine tree. You can scratch the pine tree with some flakes, and then you can gather some resin because everybody know about the turbine oil. Turbine oil, yeah, it's made from resin. So this turbine oil flews to the air. It's like kind of gasoline or petrol. So these are resins. These are all hard and it is
crystallized.
Crystallized. So this thing doesn't have any turbine oil inside, and turbine oil also makes a little bit of stickiness and softness of the glue, which is very important because if you have a point, the glue should absorb some shock when we penetrate the animal. So if it is too brittle, that means it has no wax or it has no turbine oil inside, which is gonna make the point and shaft just broken, and it does not absorb the shock until it penetrates the animal. So there is a reason why we need oil or wax for the glue. Okay, so we have to first melt these. Maybe before the pottery, they maybe use shells or kind of rock place or something. So let's try it. I bought this pottery from Jaipur market yesterday.
The 6 is the resin, 3 is the...
Yeah, but actually it doesn't matter. So it will be careful. It could be burned. So we should make a shape. Make a shape. And also these beeswax, there are too much beeswax, so maybe we need only half a thing, maybe. Like this. And I saw some beehive over there, right?
It's
There's
there.
Yeah, there and there. Yeah, there's all the resource of rock, resource of wax. So
नहीं सर उस तरफ है
So,
उस वाले पे है सर इस पे नहीं है तो
Just be ready to run.
this ash is very good. So you can also add some dirt inside it. Dirt makes it more absorbing shock. Is more able to absorb some shock. And I see some ants here. Yeah. Maybe they use these ashes from their fireplace while they're cooking, maybe. And you can just smash it with your hands, as you can see. Hands.
And nothing else is mixed besides the 3 ingredients? Is there only 3 ingredients?
And it is now up to our kind of region, our locals, or our purposes. Because if you want more stronger thing, you can add some fibers, natural plant fibers, or natural rabbit poops or cow poops or something. Not human poops. It doesn't have so much fibers. You need some vegetarian animal. Well, what do we call vegetarian animal in
Herbivores.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. And we can add straw, and sometimes we add some dirt to make some more volume. So maybe this is okay. And then we need to smash the ash into small texture.
Fiber is much better than S. Or
Pardon?
fiber is much better than.
Yeah, actually, but you have to make those fibers unconnected by grinding it.
Yeah.
And you don't add any water.
Yeah, no water. Actually, water, it naturally goes out. And as you know, resin is waterproof, beeswax is waterproof, oil is waterproof, so there is no space for water inside. So we don't need water at all. We only need oil or wax things. So while the resin is melting, I prepared just right amount of ash over here. A little bit of gravels or sand are inside, but it doesn't matter that much. And actually there's too much beeswax here. I only need about this amount. About this amount of beeswax. Later I will add it. And later I will explain you again, but you need to make the glue portable, right? You have to hold it and use it wherever you want. So while we are shaking these ingredients, and then we're gonna put the pottery out of the fire, and it will be starts to get hardened. Just shake it continuously, and then when we hold it up, you can make a lollipop of the glue, which is called a glue stick, which is also found in Iceman Wedge's package. Right? Actually, his glue was made of birch tar. It was a little bit different, but yeah. Also, you can use some rubber tree sap, the rubber tree sap. Also, you can use a real tar from natural oil. What do we call oil fountain? The petrols. That black asphalt thing. That is also
building वाला जो tar.
yeah, that is also very good for glue. Yeah, and now it is nearly melting, and we have to melt it in entire liquid. Okay. So while doing, you're gonna use that as a mixing stick, okay? Then let's just wait a minute more. And also be careful, those resin gas is very bad for your lung because it evaporates. Very toxic. When it evaporates and we absorb it into your lung, as you can see, the resin is kind of white powder. It can be white powder. So those resin powders are very sticky, and that will never comes out from your lung cells. That will cause very severe cancer. So as you can see there, excuse me. Yeah. As you can see some white powder inside it. It is. Can you see flying out? It is very bad for your health, so please be careful. You should make these kinds of glues outdoor.
So wearing a mask is okay? That is sufficient?
Mask is okay, but when you take off the mask, you're gonna drink it again. So just make it in outdoor. It's same as napping. Napping is also very bad for lungs. So when I take X-rays in my chest, my lung is white because of I have siliceous lung because of napping for 7
All the
years.
dust is going in.
Yeah, that's the reason why I keep coughing while I'm doing it. So don't be like me.
What if you wear a mask? Does it help? No?
I wore a mask, but when I take off the mask, they're still inside the air. So
Materials.
okay, material is almost, and we need to melt wax first. Beeswax first. I think a little bit more.
Imagine how they discovered this in the first place. Wow.
Some kind of Steve Jobs or something. Maybe Paleolithic Steve Jobs. Okay.
The Neanderthals were doing this 60,000 years ago.
What is the ratio of these things?
You said 6, 3, and 1. 6 for the resin, 3 for the ash, and 1 for the bee bags.
Actually, those ratios is not that strict, so you can just.
It depends on the
Yeah.
depends on the material
Yeah.
that.
If you have not much resin, then you can just make less resin with less resin. But as I can see, as I told you, resin makes thickness and the melting temperature. Beeswax makes the shock absorbing or making lowering the thickness, and this makes the fiber which makes some strength. So those three part of the characteristics can be changed if you change the ingredients. Okay? But actually, this is a kind of glue, so actually the stickiness should be based on the characteristics. That's why resin ratio is the most highest ratio. If you're making kind of waterproof paint for dugout canoe, do you know dugout canoe? Then we can lower the resin ratio because it is more important to be spreaded, not be stick, right? So it is also can be used as a waterproof paint. It's very good for making waterproof something, such as a basket, such as a canoe, or kind of thing. So as you can see, its color just changed, right? Like this. And then we should put it off the fire and keep mixing. Okay, thank you.
So when you selected the ingredients, did you have a specific quantity in mind?
I just do my best.
Like do you have a number of spears in mind, like that?
So with this amount of glue, we can make this amount of spear. With this amount of glue, we can have about
3, 2, 4.
3 daggers. 3 daggers. That is same as about 6 to 8 arrows.
Okay.
But if we want to have some, if you use this glue as fletching, as sticking feathers, then we can only make 4 arrows. Because you imagine that this is the only glue that you can use in Paleolithic age, and glue is very kind of rare, I think. Because you have to make it waterproof something, you have to have something, you have to stick something, you have to mend something, you have to fix something. So glue is very kind of multi-use. So in Paleolithic age, maybe in the condition of survival, they really tried to gather anything that is sticky. They maybe do their best collecting those resins. If they see pines, pine. Oh, I see. Then they just try. Maybe they just try their best to collect these glue ingredients, except this ash. Maybe these ashes are on their fireplace. Maybe.
And
Can you remelt it?
Yes.
Anytime.
Of course, we have to melt it when you use, but not like this. We just need to like this kind of hot wood. No, we just have to make it close, and then it melts a little bit, and then we apply the glue. So that is the reason why the glue should be kind of shape of lollipop or stick. That is the reason why we have to use it. So if the glue sticks are getting shorter and shorter, you can make another glue and add the rest of the glue. make it another big stick, right? Okay, and as you can see, the internally melt resin glue doesn't become a solid in a fast time. It spends some time because it is containing lots of heat inside. Okay, and as you can see, the texture is just like kind of curry or something, but it will change into a lollipop soon. Yeah. It is getting more and more sticky, right? So if you touch it when it is a slightly melt, it is really hard to get rid of those glues from your fingers. So you need another resin glue to remove the glue that was added on your hand. It is very sticky, really.
Could you hold this?
Yeah.
And the amount that you told 631, and it depends on the material that we are going to apply on it.
Yes, and it is also depends on your purpose, that which way you're going to use this glue. If you're going to use this glue as a waterproof paint, maybe resin's ratio go down. If you're going to use it as a hafting of arrow point, the beeswax goes up. Yeah, that's kind of changes. So with this amount, we can have one arrowhead. One arrowhead. Oh, it is now hardened, a little bit soft. As you can see, it is now getting hardened soon. Right? It is hot yet. And as you can see, it is not that sticky, right? That is because we added some beeswax, which is very good for hafting, and this makes it absorb the shock. And it makes really easy to replace the arrowhead into new arrowhead. If you're in hunting condition, you cannot make a fireplace, right? So we need some kind of gummy resin glue, which not be too solid in common temperature. Then you can just like squeeze and massage it for time, and then you can, and it become a little bit flexible, and then you can use it as a emergency hafting while you're in hunting condition. Imagine that you pull the arrow, and oh, where's my arrow point? But deers are over there, so we need to have another arrow point immediately in emergency condition. Then we can use this kind of glue, which is very flexible without melting, and it's getting more and more harder. So the best condition of the glue is that it is hard enough, but when you stab it with your fingernail, it goes in. This texture is the best condition for hafting. Okay, so
And how long does it take to dry?
this
After inserting this one?
so maybe 3 minutes.
That's all?
Yeah, that's all. It goes really fast. So later I'll show you how to manage the sinew to have an arrow point into a shaft. But as you can see, I will chew the sinew in my mouth, or you can use this kind of pottery or shells, pour the water, and you need to hydrate the sinew. As you know, the water and this resin are not friendly. So if you use a hydrated sinew as a hafting, you need to wait until it dries and then apply a glue. If you apply a glue on a hydrated sinew, it just falls down. Okay? So I think this is done. Please feel the texture, and please feel the hardiness of this of the glue, please. And then I will make some more glue sticks with another fashion.